On March 21, 1804, the French Civil Code, better known as the Napoleonic Code, was enacted. The French Revolution, 1789 to 1799, had the slogan Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité, Liberty, Equality, Fraternity. At the time, the concept of equality primarily meant that everyone should be equal before the law. However, in practice, this ideal was far from reality. Compared to today's standards, the Ancien Régime, France's pre-revolutionary political system, was a classic example of a class-based society. Nobles and clergy enjoyed numerous privileges that the Third Estate, the common people, did not. Until the end of the 18th century, absolute monarchs ruled by the divine right of kings. France had no constitution and no separation of powers. Local towns and provinces followed their own sets of laws, traditions, and customs, many of which were not even properly documented. After the Revolution, efforts began to revise and organize the existing legal system, and these efforts continued under Napoleon's rule. The primary goal of the Civil Code was to create a unified and clearly documented legal structure so that every person could understand and assert their rights. However, women remained legally subordinate to their husbands or fathers. The core of the Civil Code was inspired by Roman law and the legal traditions left by French jurists of the 17th and 18th centuries. Thanks to the Napoleonic Wars, the Civil Code spread throughout much of Europe and became widely known as the Napoleonic Code. However, the notion that Napoleon single-handedly wrote and issued the new code is not historically accurate.